The movie starts with a young man waking up in the middle of a dimly lit, gloomy room. Disoriented and clueless, he struggles to piece together where he is, what's happening, and how he got there. As he surveys the room, he finds no exit, just bare walls, a toilet, and a shower. Panic sets in as he pounds on the walls, shouting for help, but his cries are met with silence. Soon, his attention is drawn to a glowing computer screen displaying the word share. Desperate to escape, he types various commands, but the system rejects each one. When prompted to share again, he reluctantly agrees. To his surprise, the computer begins recording him. Hoping someone is watching, he starts asking questions, but the only response is the eerie hum of the room. As time passes, he realizes the basic amenities are non-functional. The toilet lacks water, and the sink doesn't work. In frustration, he types the command, water, only to see the cryptic response, 5. Baffled and unable to decipher its meaning, he lies on the floor, exhausted. Suddenly, he lets out an unintentional fart, which unexpectedly earns him points on the screen. These points allow him to buy water, giving him a brief moment of relief. After quenching his thirst and washing his face, he has a chilling realization. His actions are being broadcast and people are watching. Determined to earn more points, he begins to perform absurd antics, including exaggerated movements and intentionally farting. While this gains him some attention, it's not enough to secure food. Experimenting with the computer, he manages to turn off the lights and goes back to sleep. Later, the system beeps again, reminding him to share. Frustrated, he vents his anger before reluctantly taking a shower, which surprisingly earns him more points. Seizing the opportunity, he orders food. However, his excitement turns to despair when he receives a bowl of dog food. Despite his protests and attempts to return it, the system remains unresponsive. With no other option, he eats the food and, for his viewers' amusement, acts like a dog, earning additional points in the process. When he accumulates enough points for clothes, he is dismayed to receive a piece of women's underwear. Undeterred, he models it in front of the camera, playing along with the situation. Hours pass and the young man's humor fades. Overwhelmed by the bizarre circumstances, he breaks down in tears before drifting off to sleep, defeated and lost. The following day, the man pulls himself together and decides to give his best shot at entertaining the viewers. He tries his hand at gymnastic moves, goofy dances, and sharing his spontaneous thoughts, which soon earn him enough points to buy a t-shirt, a mattress, and a small mirror for his toilet. As time goes on, the points keep accumulating, allowing him to purchase more necessities like clothes, shaving kits, decent meals, and even alcohol. However, one day he drinks excessively and, in a drunken rage, smashes the monitor with an empty bottle, plunging his room into darkness. Desperate and frustrated, he attempts to pull the monitor off the wall and inspect the food hatch, but there's no way out. Consumed by anger, he punches the monitor, injuring his hand in the process. Overwhelmed by despair, he collapses to the floor, pleading for release. Exhausted, he apologizes to the computer for his behavior and begs for another chance. Eventually, the monitor flickers back on, and an old man appears on the screen, greeting him warmly. The old man reveals that he is also trapped in a similar room, although his space is much better equipped. He explains that occasional glitches in the system happen, but once someone reaches a certain level, they gain access to a shared network where they can communicate with other prisoners. At first, the man suspects the old man of being involved with their captors, but the latter assures him that they all woke up in these rooms with no knowledge of how or why. As they continue talking, it becomes clear that the old man, despite his helpful nature, loves to ramble on, hopping from one topic to another. His endless chatter, however, has helped him amass plenty of points. While the old man's constant talking irritates him, the man begins to grow curious about the network. One night, disturbed by the old man's coughing, he approaches the monitor and starts experimenting with commands. This leads him to discover other prisoners, each with their own unique channel. His is channel 14, while the old man's is channel 73. The network showcases a variety of content, from cooking lessons to makeup tutorials and even yoga classes. Among them, the man finds himself captivated by a beautiful yoga instructor. As days pass, channel 14 grows closer to channel 73. They share meals, chat endlessly, and even learn magic tricks together. The old man's coughing becomes a regular concern, and one day he advises 14 to diversify his content, warning that viewers will lose interest if they don't evolve. Taking this advice to heart, the man experiments with new content genres: stand-up comedy, workouts, cooking, singing, and magic tricks. The effort pays off, drawing in a broader audience and increasing his points. With his newfound wealth, he decides to purchase medicine for the old man, hoping to ease his relentless coughing. While making a purchase, 14 accidentally stumbles into the room of 11, who is in the middle of showering. Furious at the intrusion, she shouts at him, accusing him of being a kidnapper. Flustered, 14 quickly explains that he's a prisoner just like her. Their tense exchange is interrupted when 73 joins them. Seizing the opportunity, 11 asks if they've ever tried escaping, to which 14 recounts a past attempt that earned him severe punishment. 11 suggests they analyze the system to find weaknesses, but 73 dismisses her as condescending and storms off, leaving her puzzled about why they were chosen. She questions why the organization would bother feeding and housing strangers. 14 admits he wasn't anyone significant in his previous life, but feels valued here for the first time. Later, 14 lightens the mood with a sock puppet show, earning points from amused viewers. One morning, he gifts 11 a shower curtain, hoping to make amends, but she takes it as pity and reacts angrily. Undeterred, 14 shifts his focus to humor, teaching hilariously bad drawing lessons that earn him even more points, which he uses to furnish his room. Meanwhile, 11 grows restless and proposes a revolution. This sparks a heated debate between the trio, with 14 and 73 arguing that life here, while odd, is better than the one they left behind. That night, 73 suffers a severe coughing fit that escalates into a seizure, leaving him paralyzed against his monitor. Panicking, 14 pleads with the subscribers for help, while 11 frantically searches the system for a solution. Tragically, she inputs the wrong command, triggering flames that consume 73's room. As they watch in horror, the screen goes blank, leaving them devastated. In the days that follow, 14 reassures 11 that she did her best to save him. To cheer her up, he performs another puppet show. Eventually, 11 opens up about her longing for freedom and suggests they drink to reminisce about their past lives. As the alcohol flows, they dance without music, their sadness momentarily forgotten. The night takes a romantic turn as they find comfort in each other. The next day, 14 agrees with 11's earlier plan. They need to unite the prisoners and exploit the system's vulnerabilities. Inspired by 73's fate, he broadcasts a live speech explaining the system's odd glitches and urging others to join their cause. His words resonate, and soon prisoners across the network begin searching for ways to hack the system. During this time, 28, a yoga instructor reaches out to 14, praising his ability to bring joy to others. She invites him to join her yoga session, which he accepts. However, 11 interrupts, reminding them of the urgent mission. Despite the tension, the prisoners' collective effort gains momentum, fueling hope that they might finally break free. Over the next few days, 11 continues exploring the other channels, determined to uncover the truth behind the glitches. During her investigations, she stumbles upon some fascinating secrets, like how to control the ventilation system and even manipulate the walls. These discoveries lead her to a striking realization. The rooms are positioned at varying distances from one another. Motivated by this, she decides to chart a map of the entire place. Excited, she shares her plan with 14, but his enthusiasm isn't what it used to be. It turns out that 28 has been influencing him, suggesting that happiness should be their ultimate priority. 14 mentions that some people are content here and upsetting their peace might not be the right thing to do. But 11 brushes off his concerns and, as a rebellious gesture, cuts her hair that very night. Meanwhile, 28 starts her yoga routine as part of her nightly ritual, but this irritates 11. Frustrated, 11 confronts her, claiming that the late-night streams are inconsiderate and disrupt everyone's sleep. A heated argument ensues, during which 28 accuses 11 of treating the other bloggers like mere pawns in her plans. Their shouting attracts 14, who steps in to mediate. The confrontation rekindles his faith in 11's perspective, and he resolves to take action. In a bold move, 14 goes live and asks all the other bloggers to send him just 1 point each. But as the stream progresses, a glitch triggers and his points start multiplying at an alarming rate. This enrages 28, who labels him a thief for exploiting the system. The tension escalates rapidly, with 11 retaliating by causing rain to pour inside 28's room. Furious, 28 types the command, "the warmth of their light," which sets 11's room ablaze. The flames quickly consume her, and her screen flickers off, much like what happened to 73 before her. Watching this unfold, 14 collapses in anguish, tears streaming down his face. Just then, a door mysteriously opens behind him, revealing a bright and sunny world outside. Overwhelmed, he cautiously approaches the door, hope rekindling in his heart. But before he can fully process what's happening, the monitor beeps, the sound pulls him back, and to his horror, the door shuts, leaving him trapped once more. Oh, bad luck. So guys, do you think 14 will ever escape? Or is this entire system just a trap with no way out? Share your theories in the comments below.